Best battery life phone. So guys, in today's video we'll be discussing the best 6 phones which is having the best battery life. So without any delay, let's jump straight into the video. Number 1. Nokia XR20. Should we be surprised that Nokia has finally launched its first true rugged smartphone? Not really. Years after Samsung with its Galaxy Active range, and only a few weeks after the relaunch of the Motorola Defy range, HMD Global, which now owns the Nokia brand, finally woke up to the potential of that small but thriving outdoor market. The end product is the XR20, a Qualcomm-powered 5G-enabled shock-proof and water-resistant smartphone that aspires to be more than just a ruggedized device. It stands out as a capable all-rounder with above-average after-sales support and warranty that should make it a firm favorite amongst those looking for a business smartphone that can withstand more than just the occasional knocks. Don't let the entry-level hardware shock you though. There's much more to it than just the specification sheet. We just wish that it had a slight more palatable price tag. Number 2. Motorola Defy. When it comes to sheer value for money, the Defy is squarely located in the bottom of the pile with components usually present on entry-level handsets compared to the likes of the Ulefone Armor 9. But it's not all about how fast your phone is, it's also about what happens when things go wrong. Chinese manufacturers, the Doogee, Ulefone, Blackview and Oukitel, can't really compete when it comes to after-sales support given Motorola and Lenovo's global reach. The phone comes with a 2-year warranty, Android Enterprise support with Google Zero Touch enrollment, security updates for 2 years, and enrollment and basic policy provisioning tested with leading EMM, Enterprise Mobility Management Solutions. So while its performance is solidly below average, its overall finish, build quality, and after-sale rank amongst some of the best we've seen. SMBs or those looking for a business smartphone new with a bit more oomph will need to consider the pros and cons carefully before making a decision. Number 3. Asus ROG Phone 5S. First things first, both smartphones are quite similar in terms of specifications. This smartphone features a 6.78-inch Samsung AMOLED E4 display coupled with a 144Hz refresh rate. The display has 1200 nits of peak brightness and a 1080 by 2448 pixel resolution. And it also gets Corning Gorilla Glass protection. Both the smartphones house a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 Plus processor and operate on the ROG UI based on the Android 11 operating system. Both the device will have multiple RAM and storage options. ROG Phone 5S will get 8GB and 12GB RAM variants along with 128GB and 256GB internal storage options, respectively. On the other hand, the Pro variant only has a single 18GB variant paired with 512GB internal storage. In terms of optics, the smartphones will get a triple rear camera setup consisting of a 64-megapixel primary snapper, a 13-megapixel ultra-wide angle snapper, and a 5-megapixel macro snapper. At the front, the devices flaunt a 25-megapixel shooter for selfies and video calls. Number 4. Ascus ZenFone 6. Asus ZenFone 6 is a unique phone in its own way and takes certain risks to get there. Having said that, it offers flagship hardware at a much affordable price, which makes it an alternative to the likes of the recently launched OnePlus 7. The full-screen display, humongous battery, powerful processor, flip camera, and an almost stock Android interface makes for an exciting phone that could sell like hotcakes if priced correctly for the Indian market. Asus has just the ZenFone 6, which brings a near bezel-less front and packs in serious firepower. However, that's not even the most interesting part of the phone Asus has launched today. In a world where smartphone manufacturers are finding ways to provide a full-screen experience to the end user by implementing different types of notch designs, Asus ZenFone 6 comes as a breather, as it does not have any kind of notch on the display. Number 5. TCL 10 5G UW. Chinese manufacturer TCL is a big name in the world of TVs and has been establishing an increasing presence in the West over the last few years. and though its strengths are in the area of the television, it has had a sideline in smartphones for some time now. Those with an eye for phone history might remember the company as the brief champion of the BlackBerry brand during its recent bright and short-lived renaissance, constructing both the Key 1 and BlackBerry Key 2 handsets. It also regularly releases bargain bin offerings under the Oukitel moniker. Now the firm is releasing devices with its own name in tow, hoping to make an impression where it hasn't before. The TCL10 5G is key to this foray, with the intent behind its design being clear. This is the handset that most are expected to covet and pick up, a little fancier than the entry range offering, and a little less intimidating from a price perspective than the flagship TCL10 Pro. It is meant to hit the sweet spot between quality and compromise. Number 6. Motorola Edge 20 Pro. The Motorola Edge 20 Pro is the top-end model in Moto's 2021 line of flagship phones, which are the successors 2020's Edge and Edge Plus. Don't worry, you didn't miss 18 generations of phone in between. The company has jumped straight up from the original series to 20. Positioned as the top-end sibling to the Motorola Edge 20 and Edge 20 Lite, the Pro offers a few features that the cheaper versions don't, including a periscope camera for greater camera zoom range, a bigger battery, and an improved chipset. Off the bat, we need to point out one thing. Regardless of the specs and its relatively affordable price, this isn't as interesting a phone as those in the original Edge series. It lacks their distinctive super curved edge screen, and therefore the extra features that brought, and it doesn't feel as premium to hold. So that's all for today, guys. Let's meet with the new video in a new episode. Till then, bye bye.